Welcome back, friends. Welcome to Dark Souls. Or welcome back to... We have a growling NPC. Everybody else is growling. He's still dressed.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth... Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Ricky of Vinheim. I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
What is he holding? Is that a hat?
What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, I've not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
Is that a hat or a helmet? I thought there was a little hammer at first. So here is the game's kind of first smith. He's the beginning stuff, and he has the ability to work with certain embers. I think magic, maybe in crystal or something. I don't remember exactly. But he's one of the smiths. I've honestly not really bothered with him that much. I almost forgot that he was even here.
What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead. But what's there really to moan about?
I also love the fact that he's very surprised. We made it out of the undead asylum. He's here, presumably because he's undead. I mean, he's locked up in Lordran. But why Lordran? Why not the undead asylum? And why specifically next to New Londo? It's interesting what his history might be.
There's nothing. We're both cursed.
And that's it. He's just an NPC to help you do stuff. Maybe he has a history, maybe he doesn't. He's locked up, so you shouldn't care, right? So, what can we do for our weapons? Can't do anything, because he doesn't have any embers yet. But he can straight up throw some Titanite shards in, if we were so inclined. Same thing with armor, repair, as you would with any blacksmith. But he came from Vinheim, which was where... I mean, we'll run into a couple of other sorcerers who also have their roots there. A more powerful, but also slower sorcery, difficult to use, due to a long cooldown and limitation on the number of castings. An elementary sorcery. Soul arrows inflict magic damage, making them effective against iron armor, tough scales, and other physically resilient materials. It's our magic missile. And the catalyst. Sorcerer catalyst used by sorcerers of Vinheim Dragon School, where he came from. He has one. He has no use for it anymore, so he's just going to sell it. Equip the catalyst to use sorceries. Attune sorceries from Skull to Bonfire. Most sorceries have a limited number of uses.
Come back soon. Smithing helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness.
So even if you don't die, you can still go hollow from the fact that you are immortal and doing nothing with your life. You can go insane, which is pretty much what hollowing is. And then, also something interesting. Okay, he's dead. He was describing that we should help him with smithing. He wants us to come back, but he's a merchant. I mean, he takes souls in exchange for doing these things. And I was always kind of on the fence. Is it just souls are required in order to perform the action? Like, souls are a binding agent to take materials and hold them to a weapon? But there are some instances, I think, where the next blacksmith we run into says he's peddling in souls, because you can still buy things from him, you know, for souls. So maybe it could be that the souls are a binding agent on top of the fact that's S-Talk. It's a pretty cool weapon. It's kind of like a straight sword rapier. I always felt like it would be really awesome if I could make use of it. It's a stabby sword. It looks pretty nice, but from what I've understood, it's not really all that great scaling-wise. It kind of becomes obsolete pretty quick. You, stand up. That is cool. It's not a kick, it's a back Okay, yeah, so it's one of those. But we're not going to use it, mostly just because of the fact that it's kind of squirrely as a weapon. Its moveset's really not that great. It's just all stabs all the time. Alright, here's where we pull the greatest home run ding-dong ditchums. There's ghosts down here. This place is way too high level for us, which is why we're not really doing anything here. We can't hurt them. And they've got big, long scythes that do death attacks to us. Literally just a bridge here, where they do their thing, and then we grab that, and we leave. And we've got 5 ghosts on our ass. Ghosts you can't even hurt unless you burn a transient curse. So, let's look at what our spoils are. We wasted a homeward bone. What did we even get for it? That looks nice. We should look at the icon in comparison. It's just like, it's a regular soul here. It's got some energy to it. This is branching out and full of... Soul of a long-lost firekeeper. Each firekeeper is a corporeal manifestation of her bonfire, and a draw for the humanity which is offered to her. Her soul is gnawed by infinite humanity, and can boost the power of precious Estus flasks. It can be used to gain humanity and restore HP, at the cost of losing the firekeeper soul to reinforce the Estus flasks. So this is basically like a super humanity that also gives you souls in the process. It's my thought had always just been people who had either accrued some humanity or had some certain element to their personality, their soul would start to overflow. They would be the progeny of humanity. They'd be a nest. They'd be a hive that humanity finding its way into a soul would be able to create more of itself. Would be able to produce. But it might just be that they were born, they had a bunch of humanity, and the people around them figured out what it can do in its representation with the bonfires. So you can give the Firekeeper soul to other Firekeepers and use it to increase your Estus flasks. Which, as you see now, we have a +1, which grants us the ability to burn a bit more health before we have to heal. It restores more. I'm really debating. I could go down into the catacombs right now and pick up my favorite weapon, the scythe. It is amazing. At the same time, a knife run is fun. And yet I'm still moving in this direction, aren't I? Alright, well, I'll use this opportunity to talk a little bit, but there will most definitely come a time where we're probably just going to have to edit these runs out, because I have no idea how many times I'm going to die here. Yeah, we're giving up 3,000 souls. It's chump change at this point in the game. Well, not at this point in the game, but it will be chump change eventually, because that's kind of not that much. And that's a wing spear. Let's just pick up all our weapons. Keep our options open. We definitely need to not get hit by spibbers. That's a spider. It's a skeleton. And you hit me. And you're gonna hit me. And you didn't hit me. And somehow I'm still alive. This is a miracle. Well, okay, this has been an interesting run. Let's just go do that then. So, there's gonna probably be several instances of me dying. Anyway, what was I talking about? Firekeeper souls? Awesome. I just realized as I was saying all that bullshit and trying to comprehend what was going on, why they're the progeny of humanity, which is literally, from my understanding, the black pygmy sprite from the beginning broken into a bunch of pieces is what humanity is the humanity in this game. And it's tied to... everything's tied together. It's pretty cool. I'll have to brush up on my lore a bit just to provide a more succinct explanation without using a bunch of words unnecessary. Ow, that's a fireball. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Don't... oh, okay, that's the corner of the wall that I anticipated was going to do a lot more to me than it... there's skeletons here. Don't be this way. I don't want what you're selling. Alright. So we need to make our way through to another bridge blocking mechanism, and you just go right past me. That's fine. Is this gonna turn out... I'm gonna... okay, I say that and I get hit by the skeleton. They've got some... get out of my way! I don't want to play this game with you. He's gonna shoot a fireball and I'm gonna hit by... okay. You can just hear them chipping away. Going on their merry duties. That didn't. And that's gonna kill me. If it's not one thing, it's another. And there's another skull. Explode. Okay, that took care of those skeletons, who are going to be resurrected almost immediately. Wow. That was your time for the big shots. That was your shot for the big time, and you kind of blew it. Just a little bit. You just kind of... The big wind-up, and... Yeah. Let's attack this level 5 dude running around in the catacombs. That's going to do it for us. Alright, you need to run away. Or get backstabbed. That's fine, too. Maybe you'll fly off the edge. No, he's not going to fly off the edge. But he's going to shoot a fireball at me. Yeah. And I'm going to die. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. Oh, my God. I did it. And I'm still being shot at. Well, that was not the platform I wanted to land on. And now there's Skelebros. And no, there's not. Well, here we are. I am so focused that I managed to do that in one run. This is the power of the mind, gentlemen and ladies. There's probably no ladies here. So I do not have the stats to wield this beautiful, beautiful weapon, but it is by far the best PvE weapon in the game. I cannot begin to describe to you how amazing this weapon is. Not only does it do a massive amount of damage at later, points in the game, but its moveset. It is beautiful. So that's a big-ass shortcut. We basically skipped most of the catacombs. I don't know why I'm still down here. Let's go play with the Taurus Demon, because it's a fun place to be. Hey, look. Here's catacombs, because it's a bunch of corpses and boxes. Wow. Yeah, and this is also where you can join one of the covenants. So, I mean, it's not really cut off from you. Early game. You can go join Nito and his awesome covenant of awesome people. Hello there, Mr. Is he moving? He's not moving at all, is he? So, this is what I need to do, because it's great, and I don't know what I'm doing. Binoculars. Let's leave those equipped. They give us the ability to zoom in on things and have fun. Look at stuff. Yeah, he's not moving at all. And he's not a statue. He'll kill you. Anyway, you can jump in there, and you have to wait like 30 seconds after fulfilling something. I think maybe you have to beat the pinwheel. Pinwheel demon boss man. I don't remember. Whatever it is. I didn't do it yet, so it's not going to happen. I took those off because I think your stamina regeneration is in some way tied to your equipment burden, not as just like cut-offs, but like as a percentage. So I think my stamina was working a bit better there. I may have just, pissed on myself, but who knows. Well, that was interesting. So what are our stats for the amazing Great Scythe? 14 strength to one hand. We don't... Half of 9 would be 4.5, so add 4 to 9's not going to get us 14. So we need at least one more point in strength. But that should be good for now. And now, we can wield the oh-so-amazing Great Scythe. Without a shield, mind you. And we are medium rolling. I can't afford to use that. Well, we don't need those two. How about now? Still medium rolling. Well, let's move on to gloves then. How about now? That's still a medium roll. I'm rolling twice because the game actually takes a little while to update. You know what? We don't need pants. We have a scythe. Who needs pants when you've got a scythe? Alright, I do believe at this point I am going to cut out my run back to the other bonfire. Oh, here we are. I got hit by an arrow as I was resting at the bonfire. Hey, you want to see what the running R1 is? You're dead. Kind of... Oh my god, we got a humanity. I was wondering why we hadn't gotten one yet. The R2 is a charge. The R1 regular is just a very, very pleasant killing move. Yeah, everything is dead. And it's the best. Yeah. So, I was just thinking that maybe I would show you the way back, but realistically... And there's a guy there. Oh, of course there is. As you can see, there's going to be ample opportunity to show you the moveset of this wonderful, amazing weapon. So, we'll probably use this if we don't use the swag sword. Just so I can show it off. We'll get it up to 14, because one-handing it is helpful. Being able to use a shield in this game, as much as I really wish I didn't have to, is kind of a requirement sometimes. And the whole reason I was going to use that bonfire was so that I could reverse my humanity. Hollowing with humanity. I think I need food. My brain's not working anymore. Alright. So we've already showed off these pleasant individuals and then got ourselves killed. Well, now we're set up at home base, so if we do die, and I swear I pressed the dodge button, we won't have to worry about teleporting so far away. We've already been in this house. Honestly, we should probably take care of this guy. And I missed. And I dodged right into his attack. It's almost like I don't know what I'm doing. That's not possible, is it? Alright, let's just go and take care of this. I really thought I was going to fit between those two. You're dead. And I have no stamina? That's fine. I didn't want any. You're dead. Nah. Synchronized dying. My favorite. Beautiful treasure box. So, I also, because I'm the thief, I have the master key. He's not moving now, is he? He just saw me? Okay, they're still in place. I can read. Sweet! Because I picked the thief class, I started the game with this. Universal key opens any basic lock. Tool of trade for thieves. But in the cursed land of the undead, most doors are better left unopened. And I don't know if that's supposed to mean something. Basically, the master key only works on a couple of select doors. One of them being the residence key. Residence in the undead burg. Simple, sturdy design for locks in the burg to keep out unwanted visitors. But this is a standard key in these parts, and will open several residences. So, yeah, it's kind of silly to have doors to all your neighbors' houses. But we have it, even though the master key can open... The master key would have been able to open this door, which we just opened with the residence key. But it can't open one that's down below, for some reason. I just chalk that up to the fact that they don't want to give you too much. They want you to work for the game a little bit. Starting with the master key does kind of give you a little bit of a nice advantage sometimes. What other keys do we have? Dungeon. This is the very first key that started the game. A mysterious knight, without saying a word, shoved a corpse down into the cell, and on person was this key. Who was this knight, and what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. That reminds me. That knight in the beginning, God, I'm forgetting his name, and this is a disgrace to my family. He, according to text, not text, audio files on the Xbox version of the game, there was a bunch of unused audio files that specifically stated, or not specific, god damn it, use my brain, man, hold on a second. There was a bunch of unused text files, audio files, of this knight talking, and it was extrapolated from these audio files. I still can't use this one-handed. That's fine, we can use our knife. That he was supposed to be kind of the antithesis to you in the whole game. Like, he would kind of be doing the same thing as you, as the chosen undead, same as you, and he would always choose the other ending. Spoiler alert, there's 2 endings to the game. Booped your nose. No, I booped my nose with your butt. And your penis is gone. Yeah, now the knife is in your stomach. So this is how you beat these guys early on. You just parry them. I mean, you can fight them regularly. They're not that difficult. They're just... They've got equipment that kind of fucks you up if you are low level and aren't wearing pants. But as you can see, they've got a fairly decent amount of hit points. And they're kind of not really meant to be fought one-on-one right away. Titanite Chunk I will take. I kind of wish he gave me his sword, because the Black Knight sword is it's a really fun way to play the game. This is the first ring we're getting. Well, except for the Ring of Sacrifice, which I want nothing to do with. Seriously, why the hell would you wear a ring that breaks when you use it? Unless you have a bunch of souls and want to keep playing. I love how this is back here. It's literally just a drop-off. I'm playing online, but there's no messages. You know, in the spirit of the game and everything that it represents, we really, really should try jumping. That's the first time I've been an asshole. Ever, yeah. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The very first time I played through Dark Souls, I fell for a soapstone that was right there. I'm just keeping the spirit alive. I died. So in the next episode, we will continue on down Deadburg, fight a boss, and work our way across the bridge. Open up some shortcuts, have some fun. Go kill Havel, and or a doppelganger of Havel. He's a cool dude. He doesn't afraid of anything. Thanks for watching, friends. You have a good one.